Okay, I'm not allowed to tell you you're gonna die. Let me ask you a question. If you use, your resources, if you misuse your resources, like, as a threat, you bring up this littlest thing that doesn't make any sense to bring up, and you send someone to the hospital and you torture them. How does it make sense to where I can't use the same thing you use against you for self-defense? See, that's where it becomes a problem. See, you use your resources wrongly, and a matter of fact, when I was in Wakefield several months ago, after I got kicked out of Welcome House in Wakefield, I was on the street for 3 days. It was like 10 o'clock at night. I think it was the second or third night I was out there. I had to keep moving all night so I would save myself from frostbite. And a social worker threatened rape on me. And said we're gonna turn him to a vegetable and we're gonna rape him. And I was like, okay, yeah, no, we're not doing that. So legally, if someone turned into a vegetable, they're dead. Legally. And if their heart rate stops, they're dead. Legally. That's murder. How are you going to rape someone who's dead? That is sickening. This is what the industry does. So if I feel threatened, because I can read your body language, I can read your face, and I can read your intentions based off your vibe and your energy, and I feel threatened, how are we gonna play that if I feel threatened? I don't threaten you in front of you, but I have a right to say those things if I feel threatened, to get you away from me. That is my right, because it is a lie that I say you're going to be dead. However, it is, and I admit that, and that actually plays in my favor because I am harmless. However, you're attacking someone who is harmless. And I have a right to say those type of things because you are a threat to my safety. I refuse to get tortured in the hospital, and I refuse to go to jail because it is not deserved. And I have a right to say those things because if I feel threatened, because it calms you down. When you say those things, it helps you stay out of trouble, and it calms you down, especially when I'm staying in my own place. Now, with that being said, you want to see how gentle I am? I'll prove it to you. I can use both hands. Now, I had to become ambidextrous to exercise both hemispheres of my brain and save myself from dying of a stroke, aneurysms, seizures, and heart attacks. It's exactly what happens when you undergo this type of manipulation and you're scared during it. So I saved my life. I had to figure out how to use both sides of my body. And as you can see, my arms and my legs don't work correctly right now. I'm experiencing warning signs of ALS, which I'm fixing at the moment. So with that being said, watch this. So I want to show you something. Correct, I'm allowed to be upset because I'm safe when I'm upset. There you go. And the industry, sir and ma'am outside the window, the industry is full of assisted suicides, which is highly illegal. Anyways, you got this cigarette, right? Watch this. I'm gentle and I'm private, correct. No breaks in the cigarette at all, and I can still smoke it. It was a personal thing, dude. It was personal. It was not professional. It was personal. Anyhow, cheers.